What's up guys, welcome back to another patch notes video where all we do is cover the patch notes for this week and read through them. So you guys that don't want to read through it, or maybe you want my take on stuff as well, you can listen to that while you're playing the game still, and you can get your news that way and I can explain stuff. It's for the people who just don't want to like come in here and do this. That's all there is in here though. There's not going to be anything else, so for anyone who has already read them or anything, then that is your little heads up. If you find this useful, do leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. I do this every week, and that's it. Let's go. So we've got Free Death Week extended this week in RuneScape. Free Death Week extended. That says enough, right? Like, the video's done, guys. Free Death Week's extended. I'll be back next week. That's pretty good. Cool. So we've got Free Death continue for another week as we make a few tweaks to Zamorak and Bow Down on our 100% enraged champions. Bow Down? Bow Down. I'm just too obsessed with the tier 95 bow, I think. Meanwhile, we'll be on the lookout for our ultra rare new treasure hunter prizes. Check out all the details below. Okay, we'll get there. We'll get there. Event Free Death Week. So we're extending Free Death Week for another week. We have until the 18th of July to take on Gillinor's toughest bosses without fear. Awesome. Free Death means absolutely no penalty when you die. You lose where you consume the fire. You also lose your familiar and your potions and everything. But that's fine. I guess you consume the familiar for the fight too. So that makes sense. It's great. It's a good way to learn PVM. Another week of it. Absolutely love it, Jagex. Just extend it forever and then we're good to go. And we've brought in Free Death to celebrate the release of Zamorak, but you can take on any boss you like. Time to slay. Perfect. New ultra rare treasure hunter prizes. Box of dummy consumers. Box of protein consumers. What? Wood, dyed wood, fabric, tassel, gold. Materials have the same placement as the original red. What? This week's treasure hunter comes with a new, with the power of foresight. The promotion's unique feature is 3 chests, with completely visible prizes, including a rarity and modifier that you can choose between. But if that's not enough, we're also introducing brand new prizes to add more valuable items to the rarer end of the prize pool. These goodies are very special indeed. If you can find them, you'll have to be lucky because they're super rare. Here's what to look out for. So we got a few new items. We're going to talk about what they are. The superior knowledge bombs. These bad boys give double XP for an hour and can be activated whenever you want an explosive XP boost. Think of them as a big sibling of the small knowledge bomb you already know and love for its sweet 1.5, what the hell, XP out per hour buff. And note that the same restrictions apply. They can't be used during double XP promotions or to boost prayer XP at Gilded, Altar, Chaos Altar, or with the Powder of Burials. Makes sense. So there's an increased version of these bombs. This is what it is. Protein and dummy processors. What is this? The ultimate optimizer that allows you to process large volumes of proteins or dummies at once. It processes 2,000 proteins or 75 dummies in one action before breaking and works on any protein or dummy in the game. Does that mean you can literally just dump 2,000 proteins into this and get the XP for it, like, done? Is that what that is? Or is it going to make them? How to find them. At present, these rewards only drop in the new ultra rare prize category of this promotion. That's one above purple. Okay, so there's a new gem. Because they are ultra rare, we've put them into boxes containing multiple items to make any find truly special. Here are the ultra rare prize boxes for Foresight. Box of Superior Knowledge contains 10 Superior Knowledge Bombs. Box of Protein Processors contains 5 Protein Processors. Box of Death Touch Darts contains 10 Death Touch Darts. Box of Dummy Processors contains 5 Dummy Processors. So it doesn't actually say... To this, I guess it means it uses 75 dummies in one go, and it uses 2,000 proteins in one go. So like one game tick, I suppose, or maybe a few game ticks or whatever. But you're going to get the XP straight away, I assume. That'd be pretty cool for... the dummies. I've got loads of those, but at the same time, it's a bit of a weird one, and I don't know, Jagex, like, can we, where are the other proteins gone? We can't get the other proteins still. They're not here yet. So we've got the protein processors, but we still can't get the protein, like, essences, and the new ones for, was it cooking, I think? But whatever it was. But either way, we can't get those anymore, so that's strange. Anyway, Lord of Zamorak Changes. We've been delighted to see so many of you taking on Zamorak, the Lord of Chaos. Who knew so many of you were ready to fight a god? Of course, we imagine free deaths helped a bit last week. Tough to remember. Though remember, story mode always has free deaths. Ah, that's cool. Story mode is always free deaths. That's actually really cool. I like the idea of that. As usual, we've been listening to your feedback. Changes based on your week one experiences can be found in the patch notes section below. We'll get to that. So I believe there's quite a lot of stuff. Last week we challenged you all to make the first kills on 100% Enrage, and gosh did you lot step up to the plate. We witnessed an incredible 8-hour race. Every second was nail biting and it was especially close at the end. We loved every minute of it. The following players emerged victorious. Solo, that's sus, extra props for the Iron Man status, holy hell, okay. Duo was, I can't pronounce your names, I'm really sorry. I can pronounce Jippy Cavo, maybe. Trio was Trenk, Linus, and Olivando. Quads was Beta Fox, Legos, your man, Manly died. Also the first ever 100% Enraged kill. Holy crap, that's good. And quintets was MIW, Glue, Stewman131, Lunge, and Virus. These freaking... That's just crazy. Like, congrats to you guys, honestly. But that wasn't the end. We had a second goal further in the distance for 1,000, and the players absolutely smashed it out of the park in less than a week. The following players have climbed to the top. Okay, so we've got all these. So we've got Pup on with the quintets. We've got Pup, I can't pronounce your name, DMO or whatever. Washley, Goat, Evil Lucario. Quads is Bloody or Bloody, Aslium, Wiztod, Shadow Fox. If any of you guys are listening to this, I'm so sorry. We got Chai, Catnub, Wazilicious or Wazzy. Got Duo, which is Talju, and Smexy Lonely, and then Solo was African Herb. Cool. So that's insane. Like I've seen like a little bit, and I've seen like the high scores and stuff, but I don't know, like the amount of effort and practice and time these guys must have put in is crazy. So that's cool. Upcoming live streams, Wednesday 12th of July, 4-game time. We've got JVM, Zamorak, Lord of Chaos. So it's JMods versus Zami. That'll be interesting to see how they do. Patch notes. Okay, so let's have a look. It's pretty long. Kind of. It's all like fixes and hot fixes though, so we'll get through it pretty quick. So we've got mobs inside the Zamorakian Undercity have had their health pools adjusted. Several will now start with a lower base HP but scale slightly harder. This will mean fewer hit points need to be dealt with at all enrages, with normal mode being the most affected. Slightly changed the number of mobs on some dungeon gates, in particular reducing the number of demons that need to be killed at lower enrages. Addressed a safe spot within the fight with Entana, the ritual leader, and kept players safe from her spike floor traps. That's the way you could stand in the corner of the room and the spike wouldn't hit you. That won't happen anymore. Again, it doesn't matter too much. You can just tank one or two of the hits and they will not come back to you. You just stay in the same tile and you'll be absolutely fine. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. Just use Reflect when it's going to hit you. Resonance, you could get sniped. Just use Reflect, it's fine. Following feedback, several changes have been made to the Chaos Roar melee ability. Ability now requires a target to cast and needs to hit in order to apply the buff, meaning it's no longer an effective switch for non-melee players. So I think like people were using this for like SGB and stuff, right? Or just anything outside of melee. It looks pretty crazy to me, but anyway. Deals a small chunk of damage, 20 to 130%. Updated the tooltip to reflect these changes. Now works for all hits in AoE twin hit abilities, so Hurricane will double. Yeah, the Hurricane ability will now double against all targets. For channeling abilities, only the first hit will be doubled. Makes sense. Reduce these... Does that mean both hits on Hurricane doubles? Yeah, all hits in AoE. Or is it just the first hit? That's freaking strong as hell. Anyway, reduce the size of the portal click box within the Zamorak Undercity Cathedral. The portal got nerfed, basically. That thing was way too big, but that's been fixed. I think it's still click like the lightning zaps that come out of it. I think you can still click on those, but it is what it is. Prevented an issue that allows players who died to be pulled into phase 7 while they were in the Zamorak Undercity as their teammates transitioned into Infernus. Updated the Zamorak Lord of Chaos total kills quick chat to reflect the amount achieved in group encounters. Added a quick chat for Zamorak Lord of Chaos total kills in solo, which will also output the player's highest in rage. That's cool. Fixed an issue with the flames of Zamorak attacks spawning in incorrect locations. Fixed an issue causing the Zamorak boss to spawn his minions in the wrong locations. I've never come across that, but I guess I've not done that much of Zamorak, to be fair. Fixed an issue with the Zamorak reward chest not spawning for the players who died during the encounter. Oh yeah, it doesn't. Well, you just go outside and it's outside. It's still there, I think. You still get your loot, it was just outside, but I guess now it's inside. Fixed a crash on Intel GPU devices when entering the Zamorak boss dungeon. RIP. Fixed an issue with missing healing from the Guardian's Triumph buff during the Zamorak encounter. Fixed an issue where the haste effect would not correctly reduce the cooldown of the Disruption Shield spell. Corrected some typos of Zamorak's Coven Guardian General's Hex tooltip or something. Fixed an issue with the executed hit plate, which was not displaying in the correct language on non-English clients. Burnt Bones now work with the Bone Crusher item. Yes, that was good. They confirmed they were going to do this early on anyway, but they just dropped to the ground in the dungeon. It wasn't like a huge deal, but it just made sense to do it, so that's good. Hotfixed, story mode damage reduction is now applied correctly. For reference, the figure is 9% damage reduction compared to normal mode, which is huge, by the way. Like, story mode is so chill. Like, that's 90% damage reduction is crazy. Hotfixed, reduce the HP scaling of mobs within the Zamorak Undercity by 66% in Enrage mode. The hotfix stuff was done like immediately. So yeah, you probably know about most of this stuff. Hotfixed, fix an issue causing lower player attack range during phase 7, preventing some channeled abilities from being used. Fix an issue that would prevent high scores logging in some situations where a player died. Fix the rare issue where players would be affected by Zamorak's world-ending AoE attack if they died and were outside of the boss arena. Players who were at a certain point of the Vault of Shadows mini-quest can now continue the Aftermath mini-quest by speaking to Dr. whatever he's called, Dr. Nabernick, I guess. Hotfix, resolve an issue that was stopping players from passing beyond 20% Enrage. I got stuck on that, which is obviously got fixed, but that's good. Fix an issue that was causing Hellhounds in the Zamorak Undercity to drop clue scrolls at an intentionally high rate. Bad doggies. Yeah, that was crazy. People were getting so many clue scrolls. They were just farming the first bit over and over again. Got so many clue scrolls from the Hellhounds, but they fixed it pretty quick, I think. General stuff. Okay, so this isn't Zamorak anymore. This is the beach. Fix an issue with the non-reset XP boost from the cocktails when they expire. Players can now get the drop from the skilling drop table while under the influence of advanced cocktails. Journey to Layer. The section of layer track background that went missing has now been safely returned. Fixed the issue with the P8 tag in the band of layer item description. Fixed an issue causing the familiar override checkbox to not persist when reopening the interface for layer track pets. The amount of Herblore XP from protein shakes has been adjusted. Can we still have protein shakes? We can't get them in the game, right? I think if people had them, maybe still. Descriptions of all din arrows have been updated to reflect their functionality. Fix an issue with script errors appearing upon opening settings. Okay, so that's the requirement stuff as well. That's the patch notes done. Community stuff. Let's have a look. We always have a look. That's freaking badass. That's incredible. That's also. I love the community bit. It's like my favorite bit of patch notes. Not gonna lie. You guys are so good. These are really cool. They've addressed the shortage of runes. It's just cool. Like, it's just cool. I don't know. I just like it. But there we go. That's that done. But yeah, basically, guys, that's what we've got for today. We've got the super ultra mega exciting rare treasure hunter prizes coming from Treasure Hunter, of course, because the treasure hunter prizes. I mean, we shouldn't be too shocked on that. We've got the extra free death week though. That's the new exciting thing. That's like the best thing in my opinion. Keep that going. Let people practice bosses. Let us all get into Zami more, and I can save a little bit of money. You won't believe how much money I have got this week because of the fact that I've not died and spent 20 mil every time I die every 20 minutes. So thank you, Jagex. I appreciate it. My bank account appreciates it. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it. I hope it did help you out, or I hope it was useful information and stuff. If it was, then do leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I will catch you all probably tomorrow or later tonight. We'll see what happens. See you later, guys. Bye.